All right, friends, it's T-Man, and I'm back with a brand new video on our good friend again, Jason, Blaha Strength and Fitness. Yes, friends, the lifting gym slave, diet, vegan slave, whatever, fitness slave. Let's review this video, man. Just popped up. Uh, Jason says, why weight training is so amazing for health. Amazing for health? Like it has a benefit for health? No, I don't know any benefits of lifting weights or doing any type of labor job or weightlifting labor jobs or whatever that have health benefits. If anything, it cuts your life short. It stresses you. It diminishes your hormones, your testosterone. These are not health benefits. But anyways, those are not health benefits. You understand? All the negative effects of you accelerated aging, like him, accelerated aging, sarcopenia, all these kind of things are not health benefits. What gives you health? You have to think about it. What has health benefits? See what I mean? What has health benefits on this planet? Yeah. Let's review this video anyway. All right.
Resistance training or strength training is the single best physical activity that you can do for your health.
Okay. Strength training is one of the best physical activities. Does physical activity sound like health? That is not health. That is not. He interjected that in there, but he didn't prove how physical activity is healthy for you. In what way is it healthy for you? Think about it. If physical activity accelerates aging, stresses you, lowers your hormones, okay, it does a bunch of other things too. It can damage your heart, it can damage your lungs. Running can damage your lungs and hearts. Weightlifting can damage your heart, your lungs. It damages tissue in your body. It causes all kinds of damages, lifting labor jobs and lifting weights, which is just the same as like a labor job or whatever. Anything physical on this planet that you're doing is going to cause a relative amount of damage to your body. Now, not all damages are the same. See what I mean? I say a damage may have some benefit. A particular damage that you're doing to muscle fibers can have benefits if it's done periodically, but not chronically. But that is not a health benefit. You see what I mean? That may equate to longevity. Maybe it'll increase the satellite cell pool for future regenerative demands. But that's not a health benefit. See what I mean? None of these things are health benefits.
This is not my opinion. This is what the prevailing research shows. Now, when I make that...
What does the prevailing research show? Nothing. You haven't proved how training makes you healthy. What are the health benefits of lifting weights? You haven't mentioned one yet.
Statement, a lot of people get upset, right, because of decades of previous belief. And I want to be clear,
I want to be clear too. How many nutrients do weights have when you lift them? How many nutrients do you absorb from these fucking pieces of iron, swinging them up and down in the air? How many nutrients can your cells absorb so they could be healthy? How many? A zero.
Not anti-cardio. I am not saying cardio doesn't have health benefits. I'm not.
Cardio has absolutely zero health. What are the health benefits of cardio? Let me get this straight. So accelerated aging, wearing yourself out, right? Destroying your heart, your lungs, and causing hypoxia damage, oxidative stress, which rusts the shit out of your body, rusts you from the inside out. How could that be a health benefit? Have you seen some of these people that say there's health benefits? They look diminished. All of these people that say that all these things have health benefits are completely diminished, man. What the fuck?
Saying you shouldn't be cardiovascularly fit, okay?
They either look super aged or super skinny or super I don't know, anorexic, or looks like the life has been sucked out of them. And they're all missing their hair, their teeth, and everything. And these are the people trying to convince you that lifting has health benefits. Meanwhile, their teeth, their hair, their body's completely diminished. And you're looking at them What are you thinking in your head? Look, if I was to me, I have all my hair. I look healthy and I look young at 56. Okay, I look like a beast. So when I come around and I say, listen, this does not have health benefits. And you compare me with these diminished people that are trying to tell you that doing crazy exercise has health benefits. Meanwhile, they look decrepit, sarcopeniad, their hair's falling out, their teeth, they look terrible, and they're trying to tell you that exercise has health benefits. And I'm telling you, exercise has zero health benefits. You understand me? Food does. Food has health benefits. I can tell you that for sure. Because I know, because there's food that can diminish you, it can destroy your health, and then there's food that can increase your health. And I'll explain this probably in the video.
So let's make that clear. I'm not even saying adding cardio to strength training isn't even better. In fact, I think we can make a case for, even though the research shows strength training brings way more to the table, that
Strength training brings more to the table, bro. I'll tell you something. I used to work with these Vietnamese guys. I learned from what other people do. I watch other people, observe. I've been in Chinatown. I've been in these Asian places. I've been everywhere, eating in different restaurants here, there, this, that, watching, observing people, what they eat. And I'll tell you, I worked as a framer with glass, okay? Assembling, putting together, CNC. And I will tell you, I remember in the cafeteria, these Vietnamese Asian guys, they would eat soup all the time. All the time. Right now with Simon, we buy neck bone. We buy a lot of beef neck bone. That beef neck bone is amazing. We just boil the shit out of it, and then we put the bones back in, and we boil the bones even longer. And we just drink the juice now for what? For health benefits. There's so many nutrients in there. It's like medicine, bro. Food can be medicinal, and it can be healthy. And then there's food that can be destructive. You need to be careful. What you put in your mouth is what's healthy. But he's going to tell you, oh, strength training and this and that. You're born strong already. You'll get stronger if you eat healthy, strong food. But you'll become unhealthy if you don't do that.
cardio does bring some unique benefits, and when added on top of...
What does strength training, these so-called benefits, what do they bring? Nothing. What do they bring? I know. Age yourself, weaken yourself, consistently lifting heavy to weaken yourself so you walk around weak, in a weakened state, chronically inflamed and a weakened state. So chronic inflammation, swelling, these have health benefits, yes. Look at his body. How many health benefits has he accumulated if he looks like he has sarcopenia?
Resistance training can be even better, okay?
How can resistance training be better for you? This is great. Look, why do you think athletes retire young? Because they've accelerated aging. They can't function anymore. Some go because they take steroids and drugs. They try to push it to the limit in their 40s. But a good majority of them, they drop off already in their 30s. Some even earlier, their late 20s, 30s, they drop off. They retire because they've diminished themselves. That's how healthy it is. It's so healthy that let's see these people continue doing this stuff forever. Oh, please don't tell me about marathon runners, these old people in their 90s or something that just started to do marathon running, that never did it before in their life. Why don't you show the ones previously that did marathon running? Oh, you can't because they all died, because that's the health benefits. Why, if it's so healthy, the sport, bodybuilding and powerlifting, why are they all dropping off? Why are they getting injured? Why are they destroying their bodies, breaking bones, breaking knees, snapping this, snapping that? Because it's so healthy. These are the health benefits of destroying yourself. Yes, these are the health benefits.
Now, again, people will say that, like, well, what about your...
Where you want to start, Skip?
Give me a one drop.
your heart? What about your heart? You can't make this. It's just lifting weights. It's just building muscle, blah, 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 all this nonsense.
Lifting weights isn't building muscle. It is damaging muscles. And what type of damage you're getting, it's all relative. Some damages, I could say some damages have benefits, but you can't say it has a health benefit. It can have look, micro tears can have a benefit for the progenitor cell to come out, split, divide, increase the number for future regenerative demands. But chronically lifting, there's no benefit because chronic lifting accelerates aging. You understand me? Stresses you, the inflammaging constantly, walking around. This not health benefit, bro. Get it? You know what I mean? And you're using up resources and nutrients in your body. As you get older, the absorption, insulin resistance, sensitivity, all these things, they start diminishing slowly over time. Yeah, and so as I don't see it. There's no health benefit there.
All right. But that is what we're talking about. We are talking about your heart. We are talking about insulin resistance. We are talking about cancer and diabetes and all.
What about cancer, diabetes, and all these things? You want to know what's causing them? You think exercising is going to wear them off if you keep still eating all that coffee, that toxic coffee with sugar in it and milk, day in and day out, poisoning yourself? You think just lifting these weights that's going to wear that off? You have to be insane, or smoking cigarettes, or breathing in the disgusting air in the cities, and I don't know, drinking alcohol and whatever else, Coca-Colas and McDonald's and all this fast food, and doing weird stuff, man. You understand me? Exercise is not going to wear those things off. That's why people who exercise still die young. They died young. All those people that wrote those books, like Paula Quinn and everybody talking about health, this, that, everything, they all died. I'm still alive. They're all dead. Get it? They're all dead because they thought they had a belief that it had health benefits. You can't believe in something that's fake. Listen to the word health benefit. When I say that, I mean it in the literal in literally the word health. There's no health benefits.
All these things. Okay, we're at a point to where the actual mechanisms by which resistance training reduce cancer rates are understood in the lab. Like they're
Exercise reduced cancer rates. Exercise doesn't cure cancer. What is he talking about? He's crazy. Doesn't do anything. You can actually speed up cancer.
measured and understood in the lab, and the researchers actually know why.
If you're still eating the stuff that caused the cancer, the toxins and the poisons, and you're still doing that, and then you go, I'm gonna go lift some weights. I'm gonna go in a factory and lift boxes. Yeah. How many factory workers that you know are getting healthy in factories and in labor jobs, doing labor work all day? How many people you know that are exercising, doing labor jobs, labor work, factory jobs and all that, are getting healthy doing those jobs? Do they look healthy to you when they go home, exhausted, conked out and everything? I know, because it's healthy, right? It's healthy to wear yourself out, age yourself, accelerated aging, walking around with inflammation in your feet, legs, your body, everywhere, complaining constantly how inflamed you are. I know. You got the pump, right? You got the pump, you got that inflammation. You feel good, right? You feel good. Because you went with your friends to a gym, it's a different environment. Well, it's the gym, it's not the factory. But they have similarities.
It occurs. Okay, it's not even speculation. But let's discuss the heart thing first of all. Is cardio good for your heart? Yes. Okay, right? I mean,
how is cardio good for your health? How is cardio good for your health? It wears your health out. If you increase your heartbeats, then you accelerate aging. I think people really just are daft out there. Food is healthy for you. How could it be healthy? Think about this. If you keep eating Coach's food stamp food, his slave diet, how could that be healthy for your heart? Eating pasta, hot dogs, and I don't know, all these chemicals, and mustard with chemicals in it, and coffee. He's drinking coffee. It's filled with like glyphosates and pesticides, herbicides, fungicides sprayed. It's got toxins inside the bean. Man, just everything that he's doing. Everything that he does, it's unhealthy. So downing that and doing exercise is going to speed up the destruction of the heart. It's going to speed it up.
and the word cardio suggests it, but that term came up way before we had all the modern research. So keep that
The word cardio suggests it. Cardio just means that. It's just the word, you made it up.
in mind. It's an old term, and that's what we happen to call endurance training. We call it cardio, whereas in strength training is usually resistance training, okay? Of course it's good for your heart. No reason to think it isn't, right? Up to a point. Again,
Endurance training, it's good for your heart. Endurance training. Endurance is not good for your heart. It's not good for your heart. It causes damage to your tissues. That's what it does. Yes. And some damage could turn out to be fibrotic. It can be a bad thing. I think you need to investigate the heart. It's very complex. I once saw a video, I think on YouTube about the heart. It's very complex. How it gets damaged, these things, these cytokines and things come out. It's it's not regenerative. Hearts are not regenerative, okay? If you damage it, you're fucked.
unless you're trying to do things you're not conditioned to and getting dehydrated and having electrolyte problems and whatever. Dehydration, by the way, is very bad for your heart in the immediate
They've even said that bodybuilding was associated with a larger heart. If you enlarge your heart, this is a bad thing, a very bad thing.
short term. I'm not talking about the long term, right? Yeah, but endurance can be good for it. Endurance can help with all sorts of stuff, like arterial stiffness and all sorts of things. Yeah, it's absolutely good for you.
No, it can't. It can't help with that. You want to know what helps with this arterial stiffness and all this weird stuff? Stop eating unhealthy food and then eat a natural diet, and you won't have those problems. They'll go away.
No one's denying that. Okay? Of course. Resistance training, though, when it's looked at in the lab, when all of the metabolic benefits are added up, if you only did one,
all the metabolic benefits in a lab. What are you talking about? There you go. He said metabolic benefits, but he never said health benefits. But he made that up anyways. It's fake.
Looks like, again, meta-analysis is showing that resistance training is slightly better for your heart. That's all it's showing.
In no way is it beneficial for your heart in any way. In no way is it. He's making that shit up, okay? He's got no proof and he's just making it up because he wants to turn you into a lifting gym slave, bro. Get it? He's recruiting.
Because it does a lot of different things. It does a lot of things.
I'll explain this. These so-called influencers or whatever, these people online that live online, these trolls like him, they're trying to influence you. They want to drag you in, pull you in. Do you understand me? By convincing you there's health benefits. You understand me? To get you to keep watching them, to draw you in and get you in on the action.
It improve your health markers, your blood work, again, due to insulin sensitivity and nutrient partitioning. The ability of gaining muscle's ability to actually help facilitate blood flow through the body, through the blood vessels and other stuff, through the muscle tissue. Okay, it's a metabolically active tissue.
It's a metabolically active tissue. Blood flow through the tissue and all this. What does this have to do with health? He has yet to mention one health benefit.
Those things. Okay. Again,
how's that working for him? Did it cure his hunchback, his kyphosis? Did it get back his hair, his teeth? Did it cure his sarcopenia? What about all the metabolic diseases that he's suffering from? These autoimmune diseases and skin diseases that he's suffering from. They have health benefits. I know the exercise is curing his ear problems, his teeth problems. What else? He has autoimmune diseases, like he said in his video. Remember, he's like got one or two of them or something. Did that cure that too? I know it's all the health benefits. How about all those things on his legs? Those the psoriasis that he says he's suffering from. That cure that too? The lifting? Yes, coach. And then next thing you know, he's trying to convince you it has health benefits. It's going to cure cancer and cure all his problems. Meanwhile, he's telling you on video, I'm suffering from all these problems. He eats unhealthy. Look at his food basket. And he lifts chronically. He's a chronic lifter, accelerated aging.
Affects things like insulin sensitivity, which again, big cardiovascular.
I doubt any of you want to look, you can put me up against your coach. I'm 10 years older than your coach. Put me up. I just put up a video. Compare me to your coach. I am not a chronic lifter, and I believe in eating healthy. Now, I have in the past, I made some mistakes because I was trying to figure out, see what was healthier. and I found out what is the healthiest. And so I'm shooting for that now. That's all. It's very simple, broski. That's right. Oops, this thing turned.
like insulin
Sorry about that, got cut off there. So yeah, let's listen to what else he has to say here.
sensitivity, which again, big cardiovascular risk factor. Okay, there's a lot of stuff going on with it. Now, endurance work has additional benefits that are not through all the same pathways for your heart. So what
Additional benefits. Those are not benefits.
the best research shows is that, yes, if you only did one, weight training is slightly better for your heart. Slightly, by a small margin. But if you do
Now he says it's slightly better for your heart. In no way is it good for your heart. Zero.
both,
At Questrade, we'll help you become a better.
by a small margin.
It doesn't even equate to longevity. Even in PubMed, in NCBI, they tell you that exercise does not equate to longevity.
But if you do both,
If anything, it shortens your lifespan. It does. It shortens your lifespan, man.
you're in a really good place. Because there's cumulative benefits. Okay?
People that work labor jobs, your father, whoever, their lifespans were cut short. My father died young. He worked a very heavy job making airplanes, building airplanes. And he died young, man. My mom is still alive. He died young. Yeah.
So hopefully everyone understands this is not an anti-cardio statement. Okay. Diabetes. Weight training cuts it dramatically. Regular resistance training cuts diabetes. Like the last study I saw, I really looked at closely, was over a decade ago. It showed that it can reduce it by up to 70%. Now people say, how is that possible? Improved insulin sensitivity. Muscle tissue and resistance training and training it and building muscle improves insulin sensitivity. It lowers insulin resistance. Insulin.
Man, if you're insulin resistant, it's because of what you're eating. So you can still be insulin resistant eating food and lifting weights. It's not going to make you. There's a window there when you're lifting. There's a window when you lift, and they say, well, now you're insulin sensitive. Yeah, because you have damage. You have damage. There's a small little window there. That has nothing to do with anything. You be insulin sensitive if you eat natural food.
Resistance, when it gets too bad, is ultimately what causes type 2 diabetes.
Again, that's not a health benefit. What causes type 2 diabetes is what you're putting in your mouth.
Okay, this one is simple. This is an easy one. This shouldn't require any thought beyond that. That's why the data is so massively one-sided on it. Because it's anyone who...
We are suffering from more diseases now than we ever have on this planet. Now, I'm not saying in the past people didn't suffer from diseases because they lived in garbage in the past, way long time ago. You know, they throw their garbage out the window, dirty stuff, shit in the street, pee in the street, rats coming around. Yeah, a dirty environment could be very unhealthy, a dirty environment. Yeah.
understands the basics of it.
Gyms could be a very unhealthy environment. They're filled with like bacterias and things. You can get sick going to a gym. I know many people that went to a gym. They got extremely sick. How's that a health benefit?
Exercise science knows that weight training does this. Okay, it is very protective against diabetes.
What? It's protective against diabetes? If you keep eating sugar and you go exercise, how is it protective against diabetes? And then you become a diabetic. He's insane, man. There's no proof of any of this. He's making this shit up.
And then we come over to the cancer for the exact same reason. Insulin resistance increases cancer risk.
Yes, let's go over to cancer now. Insulin resistance causes cancer, but oh man, I don't know. This guy is really out to lunch.
Because your body has to kick out more insulin to handle the glucose in all the foods that we eat in response to it when you're more insulin resistant. If you're more insulin...
Well, there you go. You shouldn't be breaking the laws of nature and eating glucose now, should you? And you wouldn't be suffering from that diabetes.
sensitive, which weight training makes you, your body needs less insulin. guess what tissues tend to be very insulin sensitive? Cancer tumors. So when insulin is dramatically
Again, he's trying to convince you that exercise has some kind of magic powers, and they don't. This is to recruit more of you lifting gym slaves out there. That's what Blaha's doing. He's recruiting on his channel. I figured out why he's putting out so much fake information, because he's recruiting like the devil. The devil comes around and he recruits. Get it? Yeah. You get these evil people that come around. They try to recruit scammers and things. Yeah. They use them. They're their pansies and things. They recruit these people. Like drug dealers, they recruit people to dispense their drugs for them, so then they get caught and the drug dealer doesn't. Get it? He sits back and watches as his minions, they get in trouble. Yeah, because he knows there's no health benefits for him selling his drugs in the streets if he's arrested.
elevated, cancer really likes it. You're basically supercharging it. You're giving it miracle grow. Okay? Again, hopefully that makes sense. You are feeding the cancer. When our body has to jack insulin way up to handle...
Yes, you're feeding it. What are you feeding it exactly? Stop feeding it.
Nutrient partitioning. Cancer loves it.
Nutrient partitioning? What are you talking about? You made that shit up.
Weight training, guess what? Improves insulin sensitivity. Therefore, it makes it easier for our body to fight the cancer cells because they're...
Exercise absolutely does not improve insulin sensitivity. It can make you, in the moment, insulin sensitive, you understand me? So that you can absorb nutrients then and there in the moment, because there's an open window. Yeah, that's about it.
Growing slower. Our body will fight off cancer pretty well up to a point. When it gets out of control, then we've got a problem. You get all sorts of stuff, potential malignant cells all through your life that your immune system handles.
What happens if Coach gets cancer from, he's lifting weights and he gets cancer? Does it mean it's healthy? Let me ask you this question. Now that Coach has obtained these autoimmune diseases, these 2 autoimmune diseases, and ear problems and teeth problems, loss of hair, and now he's suffering from sarcopenia and psoriasis and eczema, skin diseases. Is that healthy? Is that healthy? Is that healthy?
This gives your immune system a better chance to fight it. That's all it does. So it lowers cancer a little bit. But then we come over to all the other stuff. A lot of your aging issues are sarcopenia related, muscle loss related. But
lifting causes tissue damage in your body. It causes tissue damage and it rusts you from the inside out. That's what it does.
Bone density, think about all the hip fractures, right? Well, what improves bone density? Weight training.
Okay, what caused them to have less bone density? What they were eating. Sugar, insulin resistance, this, that, whatever. All these things, what you're eating, are causing that problem. Now, if you go back eating your natural diet, it'll reverse. It'll go back to normal. Yeah, it will. When you're overfed and undernourished, your body's looking for resources. Where's it going to draw it from? Everywhere it can in your body. Yeah. So if you have a high nutrient diet, which you should be eating, a natural diet, you won't be suffering from any of those things. Now that has health benefits.
By an enormous margin, no other physical activity that we do is even close. It is by such an enormous magnitude that nothing else competes. Anyone who wants proof, go look at the DEXA scans when I put mine up a few years ago, and it showed for me in my 40s, my bone density was almost off the charts.
It showed me in my 40s, my bone density was off the charts. Bone density. No, you were just maintaining it by doing weightlifting and eating a poor diet. That's what happened. Because your body will definitely allocate certain resources for other things that you're doing. It has to do that. But that has nothing to do with benefits. That's not a benefit. You're the cause of the problem.
Charts as a power lifter. And the technicians are used to that. Like, yeah, you compete in powerlifting, you lift really heavy weights, this is what we expect to see.
I'll tell you right now what is making my bones and my skin better and my muscle a lot harder. Everything's stronger and better and harder. I'll tell you what's making it. Food is making me healthier and stronger. And you want to know how I'm doing it? Carnivore natural diet. That's how. That's how I'm doing it. That's how I'm doing it. Yes. How am I maintaining this bodybuilding look that I have? Carnivore diet. All my life I've been mostly carnivore. I never was plant-based or fruits. I never liked them when I was a kid. So yeah, I did eat cereals, which was, now I realize, was a mistake. Should have never ate cereals, especially too much milk as you get older, because it makes you, it's tryptophan, it makes you sleepy, tired, it makes you lazy. Milk, a bunch of other things. You shouldn't be drinking that as an adult anymore. You're not a baby growing up. So there's just a bunch of things there. Yeah, maybe you can drink some raw milk once in a while if that's what you want. Makes you sleep good. You know, as later on when I got older, my mom would just make hot milk at night. She would like make hot milk, give it to us so we could go to sleep, because they knew hot milk would make you go to sleep. I don't know how they figured it out, but yeah, I guess because of the tryptophan that's in there. That's not a health benefit though.
Expect your bones to be like steel, you know? This is normal for people who do what you do. Now, you don't have
Yes, carnivore diet is making my bones like steel again. And I'm never going to see a dentist ever the rest of my life. And a whole bunch of other things, okay?
to do what I do to improve bone density. Any resistance training will do it. That load bearing, putting weight on your bones, your body makes them stronger. Okay, so
your body doesn't make them stronger. If you eat a fruitopian diet or a bunch like a vegan diet and you start lifting these weights, you're gonna get worse. It'll accelerate it. That's not health benefit. That's why vegan compilations come out and you see all these vegans dropping off the face of the planet. They're all like, I didn't think I would be making this video. My hair's falling out, my nails are falling out, my skin is coming apart, I'm suffering from autoimmune diseases, skin diseases, I can't walk, I have low energy, I gotta go to dentist, my teeth are falling out, my gums are receding, because exercise cannot reverse those things. What reverses it, what goes in your mouth, makes you healthy. I'll tell you this much. If you're lifting weights and you still have to go see a dentist, then you're unhealthy. That's why they used to check slaves. They used to check their teeth first. That was the first thing they checked, to see if they had their teeth. That's an indicator of health. Now, if you're going to a dentist and you're lifting weights, you are unhealthy. Now, if you eat healthy, and you don't have to see a dentist, that means you are healthy. You understand? That's how it works.
Have all of these different things going on. All of these aging-related diseases, resistance training helps you fight those. On top of the fact,
absolutely, they do. It does not help you fight that. That's a lie. There's no proof. He's making up to recruit you people.
She'll look good naked. Okay?
Yeah, you'll look good naked. That's about it. You'll exercise so you can look good naked. Is that a health benefit, looking naked?
Let's not forget about that part. People who have more muscle and less fat, which weight training helps you do, we tend to look a little better with our clothes off than the average person.
Yes, you look a little better with your clothes off than the average person if you do all these things. Yes. Is that a health benefit, looking good, looking good naked?
And so then you have that on top of it. It's just like extra icing on the cake. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's...
Thank God, man, that was over, the lifting slave, man. I'll see you in the next one. He never mentioned one health benefit of exercise. Not one. Health benefit. Man, this guy's ridiculous. Comment down below. Helps with the algorithm. Like, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao, friends.